How was the set?
Wicked.
Yeah?
That's it. The one word, wicked. You know, no, it was really good. It was my first gig with Joanovarc, and we're exclusively announcing to all of the interviewers today that I am officially the new singer of Joanovarc.
Nice.
So there you go.
How come you're the new singer?
The last singer moved to Greece,
Oh, fair enough.
and the previous singer got pregnant.
Right.
So, you know, it's one of those things. You
Well,
know?
it worked out.
Oh, it really worked out, yeah. Because originally I was only going to be depping for this gig and a gig we have tomorrow.
Right.
But, you know, we all clicked so well, and it ended up working out that I ended up wanting to join, and everyone wanted me to join, so it just went well.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was handy.
It worked out. What about the rest of you? Have you been touring? Have you been playing much lately, or is this the first time you played since COVID?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of the first gig with Hazel since COVID, but we do have a tour coming up in October. Ellie, do you want to talk about it?
So we're going to be joining Vega on their UK tour alongside Revival Black, and our first gig with them will be on the 9th of October at the Camden Underworld in London. So we're really looking forward to that, and we're with them for the whole tour as well. So it's going to be really fun.
Are you going all around the UK?
Yeah. I think we're doing.
We're driving everywhere. That's all I can say. And it's
Driver.
oh God, we share it. You know, I don't drive. Would you guys like me to try and drive on this tour and see what happens?
Oh my God.
You know, I let it crashing, you know, but no, it's going to be cool going on the tour, and obviously we get to kind of experience a bit of tour life with each other. But something, as I said, I did say, we all just click. And I think that comes off on stage as well. You know, it's so important. It's like something we keep mentioning, obviously, because I'm the new member. A lot of people are like, wait, you're a new member?
Yeah, look, it's on the stage. It looks like you've been together for years and years.
Great.
No.
You got a bit Irish now. No! I'm influencing. Oh no!
Taking over.
Yeah, well, I have our manager, Mark Robinson. He was like, he's like, oh, do you have a cup of tea? Do you have a cup of tea? And all this stuff. And I was like, I don't say that. I say, I go on though. I do say that. You know, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just a new funny thing in the band. But yeah, it's gonna be great. You know, it's going to be super fun. As I said, it's a star lineup, you know, with us and Revival Black and Vega, you know, in general. It's going to be feckin' wicked. You know, it's going to be brilliant. So we're so excited. Yeah.
Have you guys got a new album coming out? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, we've got a new album, but obviously it was The Last Singer, so we've got an EP coming out with Hazel with some of the new tracks from the album. So we're really looking forward to that.
Yeah. We want to give a taster to, obviously everyone got a taster today of what Joanovarc's new era is, but we want them to have something to listen to, so we're going to create a little EP. It will be recorded and it will be released, so it's going to be really nice for Joanovarc to start their new journey. Yeah, you know, it's going to be great. So
did you guys manage to do much, obviously, during the last 18 months then? Were you working on the songs during that time?
What we've managed to do is we did a lot of songwriting during the lockdown. So I managed to write 2 songs, and Ellie, as well as Shelley, have been able to come up with lyrics as well. So a lot of the material from the new album that we've recorded, as well as what we're going to be doing in the EP, has been during the time of the pandemic, which I think sort of reflects the mood of what we were like during COVID and the lockdown and everything. And we've just given a taste of what we've done for Rockin the Bowl, playing new songs.
They started out as demos, like because we live all parts of the country. I'm from the south, Ellie's from Bristol, these girls are from Yorkshire, and what I was having to do is write demos on Logic Pro, send them to Kira, put a bass down, send them to Ellie, put her drums down. And we had to create these demos, and then when we could finally meet in the studio, then we brought the songs to life.
Nice.
So, you know, we had to do it that way. We had no other options and no other choice, but it was good. Different way of writing.
I guess it's a way that you can do moving forward if you ever are split up for a period of time. you know that you can do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're not restricted completely. And two of our songs, Isolation and Invisible Enemy, that they were about the whole COVID thing and about being stuck indoors. And it was actually, we were literally writing about what we were, our situation at the time.
So are they quite personal for you?
Yeah, because they were actually, you know,
I think one of the lyrics particularly that stuck out to me was the pain of losing someone from this life.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, so many people have suffered with COVID. Like, I'll be honest, I got COVID. And it was horrible. Like, I'm fully vaccinated now and I'm grand. But, like, at the time, I was in bits. I had 2 weeks of terrible sickness. I lost my smell and taste. And look, I love my food. And I could not taste anything. And it was the most depressing situation of my life. But, you know, a lot of people have really suffered from it. And a lot of people have passed because of it. So, you know, one thing with writing that's always important to me is you write lyrics that can connect with others and have meaning. And I think that is, again, something that is already in Joanovarc, but it's only going to get better with the new lineup. You know, it's going to keep going, it's going to develop, and it's going to be something that sticks within the lyrics of Joanovarc.
So will you be writing, you'll be putting your heart forward for lyrics?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I've already shown a couple of songs to the girls and they really like them, so we're going to pursue that as well. You know, basically Joanovarc are not going to stop for the next while, and particularly we've so much going on with the tour and the photo shoots and the interviews and everything, you know. So, you know, we're really thankful for that, and that's, you know, this is what we do and this is what we love, so that's basically it.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask if, you know, the album's going to have a different sound, but I mean, of course it will with a different vocalist, but kind of instrumentally, is it?
I'd say so.
Because musically it's definitely different from what we've done previously.
Right. How would you compare it previously?
I would say more intricate as well. Like, we've got a track we did today, it's called Silver Sun, and that's very complex on the bass, playing lots of arpeggios and things like that. And I think the fact of the matter is, I've got in this group as an incredible singer now, but also an incredible bass player and drummer, and they add a completely different dynamic, and they're very much into all sorts of styles.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think bands that have musicians who dip out and in of many genres are the best. Because, you know, I mentioned this numerous times today, but Queen was such a fantastic band because they did not allow the walls of genre to stop them. And, you know, you've got, I always say Kira is amazing on bass. You know, she brings this funk element. You know, you obviously have Shelley with the rock element. And then, you know, I don't know what you do, but it sounds good. Ellie does a good job on the drums, you know. And, you know, I think her nickname should be The Animal.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Animal.
The drummer in my band is calling The Animal.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
It's a running theme.
It's a thing for the drummers. They're all The Animal. But definitely, I just think the fact that we all have different interests in different music. We have similar interests as well in music, but it means that we're all bringing something different, because I don't think you really listen to a rock band that has a funk bassist underneath kind of thing, you know. It's cool. It's cool, you know.
And Hazel plays piano as well, and she's a good pianist. So, you know, there is another element there that can also come into the band later on. You know, every rock band has its great ballad.
Yes.
And
we're ready for it.
I can really see that happening with this band. I can see
I think track.
Yeah, like we'll just roll the grand piano on at every gig, you know.
I would love that.
I would love it as well, trust me. And I want a black sparkly one, just so everybody knows. But that, you know, as I said, it's a new era for Joanovarc. It's gonna be a new start for everybody. And I think, as I said, the point is that we all get to shine at our best moments, and we all bounce off each other, and it works.
You all on stage, you all had that moment where I was like, I could, 1 second I was looking at you, and then I was looking at you.
But that's what we want. We want people to sit there and go, this is a show.
Yeah.
Because it's not, you know, you can have a great sound or you can have a great image, but if you don't have both and you don't have the chemistry, it just doesn't work.
And you think it's gig 1 with Hazel, you imagine us after gig 100.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is gig 1, like, isn't it?
I feel
This is the very first gig that we've done.
I'm
with
very
Hazel.
excited to see.
I mean, the
Vegas.
adrenaline that we had after the show was just incredible. It's just like,
It's like
I
a
don't even
relief.
know how to describe it. It's just absolutely, it's an absolute relief. I think we all just felt refreshed to have something like that enthusiasm, that attitude there. It just lifted up our spirits, and the audience got that. From us. Yeah.
Oh, I think they definitely felt it, and I think, you know, as I said, you come and you do a show, and that's not just a vocal, it's not just a guitar, it's not just a bass, it's not just a corset. You know, it's not those things. It's everything together, and it's so important that you, as a band, are aware of all that, and you're all on the same page with that. So
it's no good having a band with one person just pulling the weight. I mean, it's got to be all four.
it's a team.
All the percentages have got to add up to 100, and they've got to be. We've all got to look in the same direction, so have the same vision. And I think now it's like sort of dating for years and not meeting the right person, and then all of a sudden you meet the right person, and you're
It
just clicks.
And I only said this is like a big relationship. You know, it kind of feels like it's a big family relationship, because you know. You'll have your moments you don't get on, and you'll have your moments where it's a bit tough, and you know, where Ellie is hangry, and you know, I'm hangry, and you know, me and Ellie are just extremely hangry all the time. So, you know, we'll all have our moments, but the point is that we communicate with each other so well, and as I said, it came across the stage, and in our interviews it comes across too. We're not faking any of this is just us being us. So
If you had to collab with anyone, who would it be?
I've already answered. I know.
Say it again.
Yeah, I think we'd all be very happy working with Hailstorm.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because, you know, it's really nice to see women in rock, especially really powerful musicians.
There are very few female acts on the lineup through this weekend.
Yes, it's a. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a dick fest.
Yeah.
No, it's a
Sausage party.
it's complete sausage party, and you know, it gives me something to look at. But you know, I'd like a bit of something else as well. You know, just a little bit of everything. So I do think I think the fact that Doro is heading tonight is amazing. You know, that's fantastic. What a thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we could work with Doro. Fuck's sake, we got Doro. No. You know, I think it'd be great to work with another female act. And the reason being is it's that it just pushes forward. We can do it just as well as men, honey. Absolutely.
But I also think as well, like, because of the pandemic, I think more bands are helping each other. Like, we had an interview earlier where I think it was, I can't remember the name of the band, but they were promoting a different band, and then they were promoting the other band. So it was like, you know, backwards and forwards, like, I'll scratch your back if you scratch my back sort of thing. And I think because of what's happened over the last 18 months, people are starting to realise that we all need to help each other,
but it's
especially
not
with what's
competition.
happened. No, it's not. It's not a rivalry. It's not a rivalry.
No, not at all. And I think people miss that.
I mean, for starters, Samantha, who is the original singer for Joanovarc, she's just come. Obviously, she's had a child, but she's now getting back into music, and she's asked me to play bass and Shelley to play guitar. So we've done a couple of gigs with her.
And a little side project.
just as a little side project. So we're helping her out.
And I think that's it. I think where some bands go wrong is not helping others, because it's so important to help each other. You never know when you're going to need someone's help. And my mum always said to me, you treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
So, and you respect everybody, everyone. You don't know who they are. So, and I think that's a thing we really don't believe in. Well, I certainly do.
Oh yeah, I do too.
But it's like, as you said, it's like if you come to a festival like this and you don't know who that person is and you treat them like shit, that person might be, as you say, a press person or a manager person or a publisher person. You just don't have a clue. So it's really important to just treat everybody that you meet along the way with respect, because you just never know.
Either.
No.
You know, it's not a fake respect because we have to. It is because we
Why
do.
would you not?
But we are very grateful. We are incredibly grateful for the support that we've received over, you know, the last couple of years, especially, you know, since the lineup has changed maybe like a few times. But, you know, we've had really good reception today from the crowd, and that's given us a new lease of life, I think.
Absolutely. You know, I think that is something people forget, is that you need. I don't even like calling them fans. I just think, you know, you need to appreciate the people who listen to you. because I see them as equals. I don't see them as below me. So that's why I never really say fans. I just say people who love what we do, and we love doing it for them. That's how we see it. That's just me. I think that's everyone though.
I think we do live in a generation where now we are giving more back to fans than ever before, because we've done like Patreon and everything, and we give them something exclusive and more personal compared to previously where a band would be untouchable. You may watch them from a distance, but with the internet, it's probably made it much more easier for fans or people who support the band to interact with their band and say, I loved your show, I wish you could do this, or give them something back. And I think with Patreon we've been able to do that because we've been recording and people get to see the process, how we record songs, and we give them like goodies as well. It's just really great. And it's been great. We've also been taking loads of photos with people today. You and I got mobbed when we were grabbing a drink.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not exactly blend in, so you're going to get caught out.
That's a good thing though. And it's all natural.
Yes.
I've naturally got green hair, everyone. It's real.
I guess we do stick out like a sore thumb.
We really do. But that, again, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. It's okay. Oh yeah, you're scared of wasps, aren't you? I'm a big fan of wasps. There's a wasp, everybody. There's a wasp. Are you scared of wasps?
Not really.
No, neither am I.
I don't think I've ever met anyone who's like, I really like wasps.
They look great. I have saved wasps. I've saved bees and I've saved wasps.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hurt it. It's
No.
not near me either.
I get
That's like that. He says they do play a part in the ecosystem, basically. But majority of people are like, what do wasps do? Bees make honey, what do wasps do?
At least as long as they don't go in my drink, I don't care. That's it. That's where I am. So, but yes,
I've got another question.
go for it.
The image of the band. Obviously, you're wearing outlandish clothing,
That's
and
us.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is that something that came from before, or is that something you've started to do now, where you've said, right, this is our new image, this is what we're going for?
All individuals, we are what we are, and we just happen to merge.
We just merged into one ginormous blob. No, you say that, I'm like, what? I think the point is that we've already kind of said this today as well in other interviews, that like we dress like this every day. It's not something we just switch on for our gigs. We enjoy dressing this way and we love doing it. And I have the typical overflowing closet, and I've seen Kira's and everything is in plastic wrap and it's really neat and everything. And I was sitting there like, how the hell do you do it? And I was like, God. But my point is that we all enjoy the style of the band, and we, again, as Shelley said, we wear what we want to wear, and it just so happens to look well. That's it.
Majority we're wearing black, but
Black is our soul.
I like the silver pants.
Not really shiny. We all have a little bit of shine on us.
like today we've got a bit more silvers and green, and definitely greeny there.
I think there's some green, a bit of green, But like, as I said, it's all real, the style that we have, and I do think we're going for more of trying to think, maybe a more like alternative look now. Like the whole band has always had an alternative look, but I think we're really just molding it properly. As I said, new era Joanovarc. Yeah, perfecting it. It's just so important for us now to do that. So that's what we're doing.
Great. Well, have you got anything coming up apart from the tour that you've spoken about that you'd like to plug?
Monster Fest in Inverness.
Oh, sorry.
Monster Fest in Inverness in November.
And the Great British Rock Festival
In January.
in January on the main stage, because we won a competition last year.
Nice.
Yeah, so that'd be sick. Yeah.
I wasn't present when they did it back in 2020. Sorry. I was in Los Angeles at the time, and I heard that they won the competition, and I saw the video of them going, ah!
we never win anything. We never win anything. And we found out we won. We were like,
Yeah.
I was so pleased with, for that. So
But I'm happy that we can do it with this lineup.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's worked out.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree, and it's just, look, as I said, it's a new start, it's a new journey, and we're all ready for it. I just have to hope everyone who's there is ready for it too.